My twin brother Chris and I were just 9 when we cracked Morse code. We'd sneak messages under the dinner table when mom told us to be quiet, and every night we tapped through the wall between our rooms. Then Chris got into a car crash, and the doctors said he'd never wake up. I dragged a chair beside his bed, held his hand, and tapped. "You there?" No reply. Still, I came back the next day, and the next. Before leaving, I always tapped the same thing. "See you tomorrow, Chris." A week later, his fingers twitched in mine. I nearly jumped out of my chair. I called the nurse, but she barely reacted. "Just reflexes," she said. "Doesn't mean anything." So I bought a notebook and started tracking every single movement. 4 months later, mom saw me writing and snapped, "How long are you going to keep this up? He's not coming back. You're talking to a body." Dad held out a bit longer until one day he pulled me aside. "We need to talk about donating his organs." I shook my head. "He reacts when I hold his hand." "The nurses said it's reflexes," Dad replied. "Don't get your hopes up." "I don't care. You're not taking anything from him." But a week later, they scheduled his transfer to a long-term facility, basically to let him go. Papers ready to sign. The day before that meeting, I did what I always did, tapped into his palm. But this time, something tapped back. Short, 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 long, 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 short, short, short. SOS. My heart stopped. "Chris, if that's you, squeeze my hand once." He squeezed so hard it hurt. I burst into the meeting room. "He responded! He's alive!" The caseworker barely blinked. This happens when families can't let go. My parents just nodded. I grabbed the papers. "You're not signing anything until you see this." Back in his room, I held his hand. "Ask him something." "What year is it?" the caseworker asked. Chris answered, "Squeeze by squeeze. Count to 5. 5 perfect squeezes." "What's your mom's name?" Letter by letter, he tapped it out. By the 10th question, the room went silent. "He's conscious," she said. "We can't move him." Weeks later, I asked Chris what kept him holding on when everyone else gave up. I heard mom call me a body, heard dad talk about my organs, heard everyone walk away, except you. I asked